Have you ever asked Allah about someone you deeply care for, and all you get is silence? No sign, no clear answer, just a quiet heart filled with questions. You wonder, is it a test, a delay, or a gentle no I'm refusing to accept? When Allah is silent about someone you have in your heart, it's not meaningless. That silence carries wisdom, protection, and divine planning far beyond what the eyes can see. Sometimes it's a pause before something beautiful. Other times, it's a shield from something that could break you. But one thing is certain: Allah's silence is never without purpose. In this video, we'll uncover the deeper meanings behind this silence and how to respond with faith, not frustration. If you've been praying for someone and feel confused by the stillness, this is for you. Stay with us. You might find the clarity your heart has been searching for. 1. Allah's silence isn't rejection. It's a divine pause. When you feel deeply connected to someone and bring that desire to Allah in sincere prayer, the lack of a clear answer can feel heavy. But Allah's silence doesn't always mean rejection. It could mean He's giving you space to reflect, grow, and realign your intentions. Sometimes we confuse emotional attachment with divine approval. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, waits for the right moment to reveal what's truly best. His silence could be a shield from rushing into something your heart wants, but your soul isn't ready for. It's a moment to surrender, not just to your feelings, but to His knowledge of what lies ahead. Maybe Allah is silent because He wants your heart to trust His plan more than it trusts your own desires. In that sacred pause, there is wisdom, and in that wisdom, there is a lesson. True love is never rushed by the one who created it. 2. A divine test of patience and faith. When Allah is silent, it can feel like your heart is left hanging between hope and heartbreak. But this silence can be a powerful test, one that reveals the depth of your patience and the strength of your faith. Do you only believe when your prayers are answered quickly, or do you continue to trust Allah even in uncertainty? Sometimes He delays answers to see if you remain steadfast, if you continue to turn to Him with sincerity, or if you start looking elsewhere for fulfillment. It's easy to have faith when everything goes your way, but real faith is proven in moments of stillness, when the only thing you hear is your own heartbeat. Allah wants to purify your intentions and elevate your character. His silence is not a punishment. It's an invitation to draw closer to Him and rely on His wisdom, not just your wishes. 3. Protection from harm. Sometimes what you want with all your heart may not be what's best for your soul. When Allah is silent about someone you love, it could be His way of protecting you from unseen harm. You may only see their kindness, beauty, or connection, but Allah sees the full picture. Their future, their flaws, their fit with your destiny. He knows what would break you later, even if it looks perfect now. His silence can be a shield, keeping you safe from emotional pain, toxic patterns, or heartbreak that you're not yet aware of. It's a mercy in disguise, even when it feels like a burden. You may not understand it in the moment, but later, when you look back, you'll realize how that silence saved you. Sometimes not getting what you want is the biggest blessing. Allah removes what your heart clings to because He's preparing something far better for your soul. Timing matters. When Allah is silent, it doesn't always mean no. Sometimes it simply means not yet. What you desire may be written for you, but the timing isn't right. You might be emotionally ready, but spiritually, you or the other person may still need growth, healing, or guidance. Allah's timing is always perfect, even when it feels delayed. He aligns everything with wisdom, from hearts to circumstances to life paths. If he were to give you what you want too soon, it might collapse under pressure. Just like a seed needs time underground before it blooms, love that lasts often requires seasons of preparation. The silence is a space where you're being shaped for what's coming. Trust that when the time is right, the pieces will fall into place without force. Allah is never late nor early. He delivers when the moment serves both your heart and your faith in the best way. 5. Reflection and growth. Allah's silence often creates the space you need to pause and look inward. When you're emotionally attached to someone, it's easy to get consumed by longing. But silence gives you the opportunity to ask deeper questions. Why do I want this person? Is it for the sake of Allah or just my own desires? In that quiet, Allah invites you to reflect, not just on the other person, but on yourself. Are you becoming the kind of person you would want to be with? Are you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally ready for what a relationship truly requires? Growth happens in solitude. It's in this silence that you're given time to heal from past wounds, build your connection with Allah, and realign your intentions. Instead of chasing answers, you begin refining your soul. And often, as you grow, your heart starts to understand why the silence was necessary all along. 6. Guided by Istikhara and Dua. When Allah is silent, one of the most powerful tools He gives you is Dua, your direct line to Him. Through heartfelt supplication, especially Salat al-Istikhara, you're not just asking for an answer, you're surrendering your heart to divine wisdom. Istikhara isn't about receiving signs in dreams, it's about asking Allah to guide your choices, remove what's harmful, and ease what's meant for you. When you consistently turn to Allah in dua, even during silence, your heart becomes clearer. You start to feel a sense of peace or discomfort, ease or blockage. And those subtle feelings are answers too. Dua isn't just about asking. It's about building trust and opening yourself to what Allah knows is best. So even when you don't hear an answer, your soul starts aligning with the path that is right for you. Guidance often comes quietly, but it always arrives when you keep knocking with sincerity. 7. Trust in divine wisdom. When you face silence from Allah about someone you care for, it's a call to trust His wisdom beyond your understanding. Our emotions can cloud judgment, making us believe that what we desire is what's best. But Allah sees the unseen. He knows the outcomes, the secrets hidden in hearts, and the long-term impact of every decision. His silence could be part of a bigger plan you can't yet comprehend. Trusting divine wisdom means surrendering not only your desires, but also your limited understanding. It means believing that even unanswered prayers are answered in a better way. Sometimes Allah withholds something small because He's preparing something greater, or He may be redirecting you from short-term comfort to long-term peace. Trust isn't about knowing the outcome. It's about believing the one who controls it. And in that trust, your heart finds calm, even in silence, because His wisdom never fails, even when words do. 8. Letting go with peace, if needed. Sometimes, Allah's silence is not a delay. It's a gentle signal that it's time to let go. As difficult as it may be, holding on to someone who isn't meant for your journey can weigh your heart down and block the blessings written for you. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't love sincerely. It means you trust Allah's plan more than your own emotions. It's a conscious decision to choose peace over pain, surrender over struggle. When something is forced, it loses its beauty. But when you release it for the sake of Allah, He replaces it with something far better, sometimes in unexpected ways. Your heart may ache for closure, but true closure comes from faith, believing that Allah never removes without reason. In that letting go, there is strength, and in that strength, there is reward. Sometimes the greatest love story is the one where you choose Allah over attachment. Sometimes Allah's silence is the most loving answer, guiding you gently toward what your heart truly needs, not just what it wants. Trust His timing, His plan, and His unseen wisdom. If this video brought you comfort or clarity, please like, share, and subscribe to Ineer Deen for more reminders rooted in faith and reflection. Before you go, make this heartfelt dua. Ya Allah, if this person is good for me, bring them closer. If not, remove them from my heart with peace. Comment this below to turn your prayer into action and inspire someone else today.